3,
Keep like
2,
no.
1.
You're late again. I mean, oh wait.
So mean.
Welcome everyone.
Hello.
I'll
get it one
wait
day.
for the day when like I press it and he's on 1, and I'll be like, hey.
Well, I can always start with 1. You're like 1, 1, 1.
1.
Imagine how surprised you'll be. Like, oh, he got
You can
it
also
this time.
check.
But you've already given away your
Discord.
secrets, so it's not going to work. I'm sorry. You've ruined it for yourself.
Yep. All right.
Anyway, hi everyone. Fucking Ghosts of SaltMarsh, episode 16. Awesome. This is going to be the last session for 3 weeks. I don't know if you guys seen in the chat, but Scarab is going away on the 16th, and there won't be probably a session until like the 1st or the 2nd, I'm guessing.
I won't be back.
Holidays. She's going to go get some cigarettes.
That's really rare Coke vanilla.
Guys, I'm just gonna go to this other country to get some cigarettes. I'll be back, you know,
I tell you what, they better be some bloody good cigarettes. You'll be hearing from me.
Oh. Yeah, so if
Anyway.
anyone needs anything, just like, do you want me to bring you something, or?
Possibly a DM named Scarab.
Yeah, nah, that's not gonna happen.
Worth a shot. I'm gonna do a small catch up, and I'm only gonna do a small catch up with Braithar because I haven't seen you in a week.
Hello.
Everyone else, I'm sick of seeing you.
Wow, and I even have stuff to talk about, but it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, okay, we can talk. We can talk.
No, I don't want to talk anymore.
What do you mean sick of him? I barely know him. Sup?
Which is ironic because I don't have much to talk about. All I've been doing is working and reading.
That's why. That's why I barely know
There's
him.
nothing wrong with short and sweet, alright? I like it. Because now we can listen to Scarab
That's
tell.
good.
Yep. What's your story, Scarab?
My story is
She
I'm
lost the
really
room.
tired. That's my story.
Where is your room?
His-
Scarab.
He's in the
Yeah, my
void.
room is gone. My room. I've ascended into DM land, and I'm now, you know, in the void, in the perpetual void where every forever DM is stuck in.
You're in a bag of
In a bag of holding, yes. No, I had a great day yesterday because we collected bee puke, also known as honey, and it was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun, and it was super delicious. And I would, you know, send you guys some, but you all decide to be on the wrong end of the world, except for, you know, Zuxter. If you want some honey, I can send you some.
I do like honey.
Wow. That's fine. I'll get some myself.
And I managed to not get stung by a bee, but I managed to do something very stupid because we, on accident, squished a bee. And so there was like, it's poison all around, and I managed to touch that, and now my finger is extremely numb. Like, it doesn't hurt or anything because I didn't get the poison inside, but the outside is just... It's really weird, and it's throwing me off. I hate it.
Oh no. And how much honey did you get?
But 25 kilograms from the one hive that we harvested, and we still have 4 hives to go. So loads of honey, which is good because my entire family was there yesterday and they took most of it.
Is 25 kilos from a single hive considered a good amount, or?
Yeah, that's a damn good amount.
Nice.
It's approximately what... Well, it's more than I would expect from my hives because I don't necessarily do it for the honey. I just really enjoy working with bees. But it's a very good amount of honey, yeah, for sure.
Don't you have to leave some amount of honey in the hive for them to eat? No?
No, because the bees that we have, they are if they eat honey during the winter, they get digestive issues and they die. So you don't actually want them to have honey in the hive during winter. You feed them sugar water, which is what we've started now.
Well, at least you don't starve them.
No, not my poor babies. I love
I don't
them.
think she'd want to do that.
I would literally like, if I could, I would sit there and knit each of them a little hat for winter and be like, be safe, my babies. I love my bees way too
No
much.
pun intended.
Let's play D&D, guys.
Secret is you just don't acknowledge when somebody points out the pun. You just pretend like it never happened.
That's no fun.
See, I try that and then he gets angry at me for pretending it never happened.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm perfectly
Well,
innocent.
I already want to murder everyone, so...
Great!
Even me.
So it
Good luck
sounds
with
like another Monday night.
Just Janice. Just Janice. Everyone else is safe.
That's alright, I'm used to that.
Alright. Does
That's it.
anyone...
I think he's pretty good with that himself already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true. If he has the option to die, he will take it.
Look, that
we
happened once.
did establish
That
that.
happened once.
Twice during one session. Yes.
No, the second time wasn't on purpose, thank you very much. The first time was just my stupid idiocies.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
To be honest, it does. So,
Good.
Mission
Good.
accomplished.
exactly. Anyway, moving on.
What happened last time? Someone give me a quick recap, because I think it was mostly roleplay and not a lot else.
We had a good chat with Mr. Barbarian. And I don't mean Stolgeg, because he's not awfully chatty. Basically discovered that the same curse that is inflicting his tribe is the same curse that inflicted my tribe. And
Yeah, no, keep going. Wasn't that 2 sessions ago?
It was. Yes.
It was 2 sessions ago.
We are in a lizard palace, whatever. Now we had a
we
feast.
did go there straight away.
No,
Didn't we?
Lizard Queen.
Oh my god.
Yeah. We also learned that the cleric order is probably corrupt, or at least has a number of cultists who have infiltrated it. And so, rather than leave the medallion there, we got the priest to ask us for it, so we could honestly say, no, you can't have it. And then shortly thereafter, we started making our way to the lizard people's place, where Braithar discovered that this motley crew that he's with are possibly terrible people.
We're gonna know what are you talking about?
Or at least some of them are.
I'm not that bad.
Some of them have more history than others, let's put it like that.
Yeah.
Sam's just simply been an observer of it all.
I've been going with the flow, haven't I?
Yeah, I think you
I
just
mean-
kind of stayed
I
on
don't know
the
much
art.
about Ned. The beginning
Yeah,
of his story,
I think
but I
Boris...
still went with it when I.
Does
when I
Boris
started.
even know anything about Ned?
Forrest knows nothing. about
No,
it.
no, I don't know.
Yeah,
you
you've
know
never...
things
Yeah,
Yeah, I think even now he doesn't know anything about it.
yeah.
We came in contact with a T-Rex with armor, and
Oh, yeah.
That is
turned out
true.
it was the same person, well, the same T-Rex that we ran into the first time that bit Zookster in half. And it turns out that T-Rex is meant to be a dog, but was transformed by a strange little experiment by a crazy little wizard, who was delightful nonetheless. And I got to ride on the T-Rex, which was great. And then I basically told Steve, you to basically get out and spread your wings and go flying and would have some fun with the little gnome and learn some spells. And hopefully he'll be back soon.
Yep, you pawned off Steve to a random person.
Nothing
So
bad
I'm
would
sure
happen, right?
nothing bad is gonna happen with that.
Hey, look, all I can say is if it does, I'll be there.
Sure. You don't even know where they went. I just want to point that out. You have no idea where they
Look.
live.
All I can say is I can track, alright?
Well, I can message him, but I didn't just tell him.
Finding a T-Rex won't be that hard. Finding a gnome's footprints, on the other hand, may be a little hard.
To be fair, like, if you ask around, people will probably have noticed the giant
Yes.
T-Rex in armor.
I have information that she is called the Annoyance, and they are very well aware of why she is called the Annoyance, so that's all I need.
There is a reason why they
Yeah.
are calling her that.
That is very much all I need. Yes,
He's probably fine.
Exactly. If anything, he's probably becoming an annoyance himself, which is what I want. We got to the Lizardfolk lair, we spoke with the queen, we gave her her weapons. I taunted the shit out of their shaman because he is a dude with a pinecone stuck up his tuchus. To the point of where he stormed out of the feast, which was fantastic.
Yeah, I'm sure, pissing off the head shaman is not gonna have any bad implications on you.
I'll deal with it later.
You also tried to take her out for a dance, the queen.
That is true.
Yes,
You did
and
try
I
to get
got
the queen to dance.
massively rejected, which is fine. I also shoved a carrot pie in Lichix's face, which was delightful because he was trying to chat up lizard women. But then I gave him a pie
Which
in
also
return.
isn't gonna bite you in the ass at some point.
Look, me and Litrix have a thing. That is fine. This is how I cope, alright? Everything is fine.
This is fine.
It's all a part of the plan.
Brothar had a little chat with Janice about a certain prisoner. Gave him an ultimatum.
We have a prisoner.
I was like, you need to fix this. About Ned, yeah.
Yeah, I'm messing.
It's like, fix this shit because that guy seems to be fairly innocent.
Yep. And I think that's pretty much it, right?
Pretty much where we ended, yeah.
We're about to go see a dragon.
I'm about to check my
And
brewing.
not feed Ned to him.
No. Not at all. Not at all.
Alright, you all had a very, very lovely long rest. You all had a nice sleep, and it is early in the morning. What is everyone up to
I'm gonna go see Ned.
right now? You want to go see Ned, alright?
Yeah.
I probably would have also tagged along to go see Ned, given that my ability to trust Janice is not the highest at the moment.
Alright.
Alright. Yeah. You two head off towards the jail. What's everyone else doing? Boris, I assume you're checking on your brew?
Yes,
Alright.
exactly.
It turned out pretty well. You know what? It turned out pretty damn well.
Just the bread, yes. Special
Yes.
Warren recipe.
Special dwarven recipe, it tastes awful. Honestly, it tastes terrible. It's just as you remembered.
Peace and sweat, yeah. Just that's why I prepared some mushrooms for that.
Sixter, what about you? Early in the morning? Do you go fishing? Do you sleep?
Well, I don't know the area, right? I've been here before, but I would assume I go fishing because I kind of always do.
There are some
Oh, would it be?
lovely spots right outside where you can sit and watch the sunrise.
Fish for some lizard women.
And You actually see like 2 or 3 lizard people who also just are in the area fishing and relaxing and, you know, trying to outdo each other with how many fish they can catch.
Can I outperform them?
Sure. Give me. Oh god, give me just a. What's a fishing check, guys?
You'll give him a performance check.
God.
Isn't there like 2 checks like nature and sleight of hand or performance?
Yeah, give me. Actually, no. Just give me a survival check. Survival is for
Yeah,
foraging.
Yes.
Nice.
They don't stand a
Kingfisher.
chance. They're just getting destroyed. Like they're like sitting there next to each other. And one's like, "Hey, look at that big fish!" And then they like look to the side, and you just yank out this giant ass fish and just toss it on the pile. There's like 3 of those monsters already. And yeah, they are starting to question their own fishing capabilities.
He's gonna start to worship you.
Yeah, you're gonna be the new god.
Bless us.
Teach us, senpai. Alright, Janice and Brothar, you make your way to the cells, except that Brothar is gone. God damn it.
Yeah.
Because of course he is.
Sure, he will be back shortly.
He'll be back.
Or maybe he's just lagging behind Janice.
Maybe. Also, for absolutely no reason, could I have some perception checks from everyone?
I'm not drunk yet.
Janice is.
You know, if you wish to have disadvantage because you're drunk, then you can do that.
Nah, I haven't offered anyone drink yet.
Alright.
I need a drinking company.
We're working on it, man. We're working on it.
21, 11. Did you roll yet, Horace?
Yes, I did. I rolled myself 19, sorry.
Alright.
I'll try
That's all good.
Even better now. Yes. I am drunk, I guess.
I think so.
The brew is too strong now.
Alright. I think what's happening is because Sam is outside with like the 3 other fishes, you know, they are sort of maybe at this point they've started asking you for tips and you're just, you know, fighting over who can get the bigger fish and they are frustrated. But he's back. Perfect. Can I have a perception check from you as well, please?
Yep.
Aha.
Where's my perception gone?
And Boris is very preoccupied with his brew. Brothar seems to have other problems than, you know, paying attention too much to his surroundings. But Janice, you notice that some of the Lizardfolk seem to, you know, they greet you, they seem friendly enough, and some of them give you just very cold stares. Like, either they completely ignore you, or they, like, act, like, very obviously dislike you. Like, no one gets aggressive or says anything, but it's very obvious that they, like, despise you, you know.
Alright.
They sneer when you walk past, and they, like...
I'd like to look at the one that's like very clearly despising me and just kind of give him a bit of a wink as I walk past.
He like spits and turns around and just
And I just keep walking.
Would I notice that?
I think you would notice that, yeah.
I missed something.
I'm assuming the shaman with the pine cone up his bum probably, you know, has a bit of an influence on a good portion of the Lizardfolk here. And I'm guessing his influence is, enough for people to listen, so that's my conclusion, at least.
Did you consider not insulting him?
I didn't, because A, he is a racist bastard, and B, he is very much trying to stop anything that the Queen is trying to do. So, as far as I'm concerned, he doesn't really have his tribe's best interests, from what I can tell.
Enough. Well, you are more familiar than I am at the moment.
Well, it's only my assumption, but the Queen seems a little bit more formidable than what he does, so...
Well...
Alright. Yep, the two of you make your way to the cells. The cultist is sleeping soundly, surprisingly enough. Probably just happy that he has, relative freedom of movement in his cell because he's not completely tied up anymore. So he's just faintly snoring in the corner. Ned is still... He's awake. He's, again, just cowering in the corner, wrapped in the blanket, just staring into nothingness.
I'm going to look at the guard and kind of give him a bit of a nod and ask if he could kindly let me in. And if he could probably kindly leave as well.
Yeah, no, the guard just tosses you the keys and goes to get some breakfast.
Well, that was easy, alright.
Amazing security they have here.
I mean, they don't really care because those guys are your prisoners. They don't give a damn about them.
Alright, so I'm going to open the
Like,
cage.
they're your problem.
I'm actually going to open the cage, walk in, and then close it and lock it in front of Braithel.
Do I have the opportunity to stop the door from closing before he does this?
I mean, yeah, you see him pull the door closed. You can definitely put your foot in if you wish it.
I will have done so.
Alright.
Damn it. Alright, look.
Ned looks up, he sees you, Janice, and he just lets out a shriek and just scrambles backwards. Tries to, he can't really because, there's a wall behind him, but he, tries to get away.
Well, I did want to do this alone, but considering you're here, Braithel, I might as well tell you that A, I considered what you had told me last time, and B, yes, I did agree with it. But on the other hand, I feel that this might be a better solution. Now, I'm going to have a little word with Ned.
And to explain what this is first.
Just open your ears. I'm going to turn around and walk to Ned, and I'm going to
I'll grab you by the shoulder. I will grab you by the shoulder. It's like, care to explain what this is?
You will know in good time. But it is for our best interests.
Given certain circumstances, it might be better if you explain now, as opposed to later.
All I can say is I'm not going to be killing this man if that's what you're implying or assuming.
If I have no need to worry, then there shouldn't be any issue with you explaining.
Well,
Ned is he's just shaking in the corner, but actually he seems to have calmed down a little bit with Brathar being here. And he just basically looks between you guys as if he's watching a pinball match.
Now, last we spoke, Brathar, we concluded that Ned should be released. Yes?
Yes.
and that the Queen would release him, give him a proper room and feed, yes?
Yes.
Now, I think at this point, I still agree with that. But at this point, I don't think he should be here, and I think he should go back home. Now, I'm giving him the option to go back home. He can take my horse. He can have breakfast. He can have his rations. Anything he needs to get back home, directions, etc. On the terms that he does not squeal. Because if he does, then bad things could happen.
I'll release your shoulder and walk towards Ned and just sort of like be in the room with you, but kind of like as a almost like a barrier between you and him.
Okay. I'm gonna kneel down and I'm gonna look at Ned. Now, I'm assuming you heard most of that, yes, Ned?
He nods. He seems very suspicious, like he does not know what to make of this.
Okay. I'm going to reach into my pouch and I'm going to grab a bag and I'm going to open the bag out and I'm going to tip it out. And inside is rations, a map, everything he needs to get back home. I'm going to look him in the eye and say, this is yours, as well as the horse stabled out the front. Now, if you want to go home, continue living your life, then this is your option.